What's up, guys? ReploidBill, William Bush, and I've realized that there's a very specific type of response that I get from people when they first come over here. What's up, man? Dude, there is so much awesome. That's today. Now, I've been on YouTube for about 6 years, roughly. Welcome to the Four Chairs. I'm ReploidBill. Today's topic, the Sands of Time, Prince of Persia series in general. We're going to be talking about the movie, games, toys. Let's move around the chair. Making videos for myself and a couple other channels, and I started to kind of figure everybody that was like me just kind of had a setup like me, but I guess it's more rare than I thought because every person that comes over here has that kind of response. So I figured, because I've seen a couple of these videos around YouTube and whatnot, why not go ahead and do a type of tour of my living room, which is essentially what my gaming room is. So, yeah, I guess I'll grab the camera and take you around. Okay, so let's say you just walked in. That's my front door. The first thing people see when they come around this corner is this. So this is my living room. This is my setup. Let me just go ahead and go through it. Over here, this is my stuff. I keep a lot of different stuff for different things. This is my infinity drawer. These are some of my collectibles. Either they be old toys or models or busts that I can't put up yet. This is dice, puzzle, cards, playing cards, whatever I may need of that type of equipment. And then down here is where I keep a lot of my other stuff, all labeled. It's all for my systems. This is all Wii U, PS3, Xbox 360 stuff. This is all PS2, GameCube, and Xbox stuff. And this is all of my retro gear, whether it be controllers or accessories or even sometimes cases that I don't have a use for yet. Over here is all accessories, be it cleaning cloths, extra cords, microphones. And this is all my portable gaming stuff. That's every one of my systems and all their charge cords and things like that. Coming up on the other side of said area, this is all weapons. It's kind of hard for me to explain what that is without actually showing it. This is a drawer of weapons. It's all utility stuff and stuff from my old Ninja Turtles that I never really needed. And like, here's a power sword, so, you know, ting, ting, ting. Going up here is my amiibos, things, Pikachus and such. Up here is more collectibles, more referenced Star Wars and Batman collection, things like that. And also there's, I think, Thanos, whatever you want to call him, he's in there, and some Spider-Man stuff, things like that. And on the top are items that wouldn't quite fit in those drawers, like my Megazord, and this is not the old Dragon Zord, it's the new Dragon Zord. So he's made from metal, he's real super sturdy and everything, he's real cool. I've been real happy with him. Back here is my Power Morpher. This is from the Legacy Collection. It's the gold Power Morpher that's used by the Green and White Ranger of our series. Back there is Simon Belmont. I'm sorry. Here's a Vader head. He used to be on a Pez, but I thought he was so neat that even after the Pez, I just wanted to keep his head, so whatever. This was featured in an old episode a long time ago. It's pretty sweet. That's for cleaning my glasses. This is my little Deadpool. He hangs out right there, and that is the only card I have left from the Burger King sale that happened years back when they did the movie. That's the gold card. Over here is, of course, my Dragon Dagger and my Saba. So, that's the very first thing that people will stand next to, but not necessarily see. People usually see that hulking structure back there. So now I'm going to go to another side of the room here, I guess. We're going to come around this corner here, and down here are some Monty Pokes. These are 2 binders in which I don't keep movies or anything. When I'm done with magazines that I know I don't want to keep, but there's been an article or something that was really interesting, I cut the article out and put them in there. I might go through it sometime. That's my death box, or at least what I call it. And everybody seems to like it when they first walk in. It has all 12 books, plus the 13th book, plus a copy of the Death Note. And it's in a really cool box. That's my PS3 that doesn't work. These are movies I'm borrowing and such. That's the box of comics I'm reading right now, and these are all the issues that I happen to be going through at this current time. And that's my bookshelf. Victory Cola's still there. Oh! Victory Cola. You wouldn't know shit about that, would you? No. You wouldn't! All my mangas. And I don't really have a system for my mangas yet, so this is becoming difficult. I'm in the process of learning, buying art supplies and whatnot, because I'm making my own mangas. I've said that in a couple of episodes. It's always something I've wanted to do, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to go about doing it yet, but I do plan to do it. So, Battle Royale and different things like that. I love Fairy Tail. I can't wait to start getting it again. I got 11 volumes, and then something kind of cut me off, and I got to go back through the whole thing, catch myself up, and dive in the Vampire Bund. I'm currently rebuying because they released these big deluxe books, so I'm looking forward to getting all of those. Naruto. You can tell that I actually get so much that I don't end up finishing most mangas. Like I have all of Sailor Moon, but none of its offshoot. And then little things like this I'm able to finish, but like Tenjiao, I haven't finished. I only have 6 of the volumes, and I'm working on rebuying all of Dragon Ball Z in these nice big books because they have color pages where you'll notice I kind of stopped, and this is a shame that I stopped because there's only 12 of these. But anyways, that's my manga shelf. It's ever growing, and it's always difficult to kind of keep track of. And these are my novels, mostly Star Trek and things like that, but every now and then something will catch my attention, like this is all the Lord of the Rings books back here. These are my special edition Turtles. This is a visual Phantom Menace encyclopedia, which, yes, that movie was bad, but I still wanted this book because it breaks down the lightsaber, because it breaks down the lightsaber and everything, like how it works, where they store their food and why they wear the robes they wear and everything. And then a couple of these are my girlfriend's books. You can see a 50 Shades of Grey back here because while some girls are too classy to look at porn, they'll read the shit out of it. So that's just the way it is. And there's some Monty Pokes. This is my general TV area. I have my X-Wing, which is taken. This was a special collection, this X-Wing and TIE Fighter. And it also came with a Vader and a Luke. You can kind of see them down there. I haven't set them up yet. But they are part of a special collection that came with an actual box designed to look like the trench that they flew down. So that was pretty cool. These are, of course, my systems that are hooked up at the moment. These are the things that I'm currently playing. So I'm playing my 360, my Xbox. I kept my Xbox because the 360 is not backwards compatible. That's a load of bullshit. And there's my Retron. I am currently playing a game that was given to me by my dad this Christmas, Shining Force. He actually found a copy of it and got it for me, so I was real happy about that. That's my Wii U. I love the Wii U. I'm not going to get into a thing here. My current favorite thing to do on the Wii U is Disney Infinity. For some reason, I could have got it for any system, but it felt right for Nintendo. And there's the Evangelion pilots. Get in on those. I'm really happy about these. I found them at the last convention I was able to go to. I think they look really good. There was only 2 choices for Rey. Rey coming out of the shower or Rey in the blue schoolgirl's uniform. I couldn't find a plug suit for her, so I picked that Rey, and I'm going to be looking online to find Shinji and her in the plug suits. Then I might actually get the Eva units. These are all movies that I have not yet finished. That's why they're there. Movies are in a specific order for me, where anything on the shelf I've watched completely. That includes commentaries and every single special feature on the disc. So I've learned pretty much everything I can from the movies. And then I keep a lot of boxes, and PS2 box and things like that. So I stack those up here, including this. This is the special Halo Reach statue. It's still in the box. I haven't placed it anywhere yet. It might go right here, but I just haven't set it up yet. But it's got the entire team on there, and they look really cool and everything. So there's that. This is my Godzilla. Anybody that's familiar with my videos, he moves around the room. Every day I put him in a different spot. It's as if I have Godzilla for a pet. He's huge. He's awesome. I'm still in love with it. I have to stop my daughter from taking it all the time, because she'll just run off with it. This is my Bruce Lee. He sits there. He's sweet because he's Bruce Lee. Some Sailor Moon stuff right here. My girlfriend is really super into Sailor Moon, so I try to find all these plushies. I'm trying to find all of them, like every single one. So if anybody knows where I can find some good ones, like online or something, please let me know. I'd like to get her the entire set. That's one of my favorite Star Wars pictures ever. This is Star Wars picture that was got for me years ago, so I've kept it all this time. Oh, I didn't even do that yet. There's my calendar and whatnot. Over here, I didn't mention this stuff. Leia has sat above my TV since I was 15. It's my Super Smash Brothers belt, and why not? These are other things that I got at the con this year, which was awesome Ninja Turtles picture. I'm trying to get it the least amount of glare, but I can't really seem to do it. I'm sorry. But it is a really cool picture. And then this I really love. It's Gwen Stacy fight off the symbiote. I think that this is kind of where the other Gwen Stacy would have ended up, the one that became Spider-Man herself, because Parker was not bit, but she was bit, so she became the Spider-Woman or Spider-Girl or whatever you want to say. The Spider-Woman in the white suit, that's her. And I think that had things gone the way that they would have in her universe, Venom still would have shown up, but that would have been awesome. She would have had to have fought off the symbiote. Of course, like my TV here. And then Mary Jane sits above my unwatched videos. These are all box sets that are in my collection. Now, I have some box sets that are down here, but these are separate because it was easier to put them up here and save some room down here so that I can use this shelf until I've got as much on the shelf as can possibly be put onto the shelf, because I can't really afford to buy a new shelf right now. Back to this, what I was going to show you is this right here. I made this. It is a demo piece for a picture I'm going to do, kind of like a collage. I'm going to scan it, and then I'm going to go in on the computer and get rid of some of the lines and kind of mess with it in Photoshop until I've got it exactly the way I want it. And then I will, of course, print out the final piece. But it was it's taken from toys in my collection. All the different boxes, I could have thrown a lot of boxes away, but I figured there might be a purpose for them. Like I cut off the end of each box to make the Star Wars thing. And then each one of these posters came with some different figures. And then these were collection packs that I had bought. So that's pretty cool. And then on the back of certain figures, there were little things like this. So this is the episode 6, kind of, you know. So I put that on there. Can't remember what that word is. I just put this over here today. It's It was a travel bag, but it serves better as a picture, so whatever. And the last part of my living room is this. I buy a lot of these ships. This one doesn't have a stand anymore. That phaser was given to me. This was given to me by Nick. It's actually pretty cool. It's a type of snow globe thing. That's my Hyrule Historia, a couple books, things like that. My first sketchbook. I'm going to fill every page as I work on it. That's my communicator. And here's my Enterprise D. Enterprise. I've got some stuff under there. Pictures and things like that. Another Enterprise D. Behind, on the lowest part of my shelf, which I'm going to be doing an I Collect for this channel, where I'm going to start going through and breaking down these shelves one at a time. So I will go through the entire shelf and just simply talk about everything that I own, and then whatever review you guys want to see on whatever you want to see, you guys can tell me, and then I will post that to the Fandom Knight page. But just to go across, this is my Batman, my little corner of ladies. It's all the different busts and figures and things that I have of my ladies here. This is an entire shelf. This is just for my anime. That's all that should be down here really, is anime, except for my Cloud and Lightning. That's from the Final Fantasy Play Arts. That's my Dead or Alive stack. And then up here, some cool stuff like my Dancing Groot. Old Pac-Man machine. This was candy, actually, so it was really cool. I bought it just for that. That's all PlayStation 2. And then up here goes into my PlayStation. I have Sackboy here. And then this is all Game Boy games inside of the lunchbox. It's all Game Boy stuff. This is all PS3 coming across. Got a couple more collectibles like this Darth Vader of gumballs, which the gumballs in it, they're like 4 years old. And just recently, Shane, who he's the guy who constantly introduces himself as Proto Guy on here, he ate one of the gumballs because nobody told him how old they were. He was like, "Oh, sweet, are these gumballs good?" And then he took one and he was sitting there eating and he was like, "This gumball is a jawbreaker." And I was like, that's pretty old. This is all the Dragon Ball Z games that I have right now. I'm going to build a type of Dragon Ball Z box specifically for these games, and this is all my Legend of Zelda collection, which isn't much, but I have almost every major game in the collection here. Up here, that's my Dead Sub-Zero hanging out with Harley Quinn, hanging out with Batman, hanging out with Vampirella. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wii U, Wii, and GameCube all sit over here. Now, you'll notice that I have a type of system that's set up, too. This means I've beat the game as much as I can possibly beat it. It's basically 100% I'm done with the game, aside from if people come over and they want to play Godzilla fighting game or they want to play Mario, it is still here, but this allows me to see instantly what I need to 100% or beat until I just don't care to beat anymore. Like this Mario Kart Double Dash, it's over here because I haven't completed it. I would like to sit down and complete it so when people come over, if they want to race in Double Dash, you know, we have the option to do so. And that's what this system is about. So this is Xbox 360 and Xbox. And then we go up into my Sega Genesis collection, which is not that vast, but I'm happy with it. I still play it quite often. Sega was my first system. There's a video about that. If anybody wants to go back and check that out, let me move you up here. This is my Monty Pokes into my Super Nintendo, including my Famicom and Super Famicom stuff. A couple of my boxes, my Yoda here. That's my N64, my Nintendo, my Slime, and my Robot. Robot was cool, I don't care what you say. And then the top shelf is kind of assorted stuff. It's like consoles that are still in their boxes. So there's my Sega CD, my Super Nintendo, this Sega Genesis Duo TV thing. the Injustice box, different things like that. And that is pretty much the entire room, except for, I guess, panning about to show, like, basically, like, over here I have my charge station where I charge all of my stuff. It sits next to my eagle and next to my little peace sign here. So, this is the room that I primarily have all of my gaming and stuff. This is my living room, not really my gaming room. My gaming room will be, I'll be moving to a house here in about a year and a half, and when I do that, I will of course have an actual gaming room, which I'm hoping will be more impressive than my living room. That is a tour of my place, my sanctuary, if you will. Now, Shane says it's not so much that I have all this stuff, it's the way that I've set the stuff up that he thinks catches people's attention. And I guess that's very possible. To me, I figured that everybody kind of had an entertainment setup, and I realized that mine's probably more vast than some other people's, but I've been put to absolute shame by some of the guys I've seen on YouTube, some of the YouTube personalities and whatnot. So to me, this wasn't really weird that my place was like this. And then Shane also mentions, well, Bill, you have a wife, so a lot of guys with a wife, their living room in particular, doesn't look like your living room. And I guess that makes sense. I guess I can agree with that. But that has been my gaming living room, my sanctuary, if you will, and I will post another video after this one explaining why my place looks the way it does. But as for right now, I'm going to get out of here.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.